Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from Bounding into Comics. Twitch removes blind playthrough tag over complaints of ableism. I wonder if blind date will be a problem as well. Twitch has removed the blind playthrough tag from their sites in order to create a more inclusive atmosphere for disabled players. Look, I used to write a lot of me being fat. Just check my earlier videos. I used to talk a lot about my fatness, especially after I revealed my face. I rag a lot about my peculiarities. Humor, jokes, it's one of the best weapons to cope for your... I don't know, for your problems, for your shortcomings. It disarms a possible, I don't know, criticism, and it makes you deal with it better. Look, why can't you do that? Look, I wear glasses, so you know I have vision problems. Let's keep going. The tag removal was revealed on December 4th by Twitch's community and creator marketer Erin Wayne. Of course, Karen announced on her personal Twitter account that she was happy to see Twitch has listened to everyone who shared feedback and removed blind playthrough tag to encourage more inclusive language for our community. Kill me. You can still use first playthrough or opt to use a combination with no spoilers for the same sentiment, she added. Are you shitting me? Why are you creating a problem that it's not there? Stop being offended for others. This exasperates me. Have you noticed how exasperating it is to feel offended for others? What it is like to be offended as a job? What does it feel like to be paid to be offended for others? Jesus Christ. Blind playthrough is a term that typically refers to a playthrough of a game undertaken by a player who has absolutely no background information on the title prior to inserting the disc into their console or loading up the game for the first time. You know what? I'm gonna feel offended by this. And feel really offended because you people did not think about including PC gamers, because we PC gamers do not insert a disc into our consoles. We download it or insert a disc, well, before many people actually still had a lot of their disc loaders or CD-ROM or DVD players. I still have mine. It's a Blu-ray on my computer. Oh god damn it! Even I can't pull it off and being offended for being excluded in an article. Anyway, the appeal of these runs is twofold. On a personal level, this type of experience allows one to truly engage with and be taken in by the game's design. For streamers, it also offers the opportunity to share a game with their community, particularly with fans excited to see their favorite personality discover a particular game for the first time. Kind of like what I'm doing in this article. A blind reading, if you will. I'm flying at the seat of my pants, by the seat of my pants, on the seat of my pants, by the seat of my pants. Either way, you get the joke. I'm reading the article for the first time. First, I just read it, the title, give it a whirl, see how long it is, and see if there's anything else. But mostly, what you're seeing is me having the reaction to the article for the first time. And what you see, it's a real honest reaction, unless I actually have to record the shit because I did some boo-boos. Kind of like a couple of days ago, which I actually did a huge boo-boo, because apparently I muted the microphone and I completely forgot to unmute it. And I was sharing until I realized, wait, why is there no sound? Until I realized I did a boomer. I forgot to unmute the microphone? Yeah. Okay. When pressed on just why this term was ableist, Wayne referred to a tweet from a disability activist. Oh, activists. Oh, fuck me, activists. An Able Gamers charity CEO, Steven Spoon. I'm gonna call him Spoon, not Spawn. Himself disabled, who asserted earlier this year that, just as we used to say gay, when something was bad, dude, that's gay. Oh, hey, I missed that. It's mostly because people moved on, but since you mentioned it, now I'm gonna use it. And when something was bad, using disability terms as an alternate word for a negative situation or feeling is common in today's language, but just as we stop saying gay to mean bad, we can stop saying these words too. Dude, that's just fucking retardedly gay. See? Now that you mentioned it, you said that I shouldn't do it. Now I'm gonna double down and create it. You know, I think I have a bit of an American soul myself when some authority clergyman, aristocrat like yourself, Steven, when you tell the peasant that they shouldn't do something, they say, go fuck yourself, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it double, triple, or quadruple just to piss you off, you aristocrats. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. In a specific reference to term blind playthrough, Wayne put forth alternative options. Alright, let's see. A great question. Blind playthrough or going in blind can easily be replaced by saying no spoilers playthrough on Discover or First. The only one that I kind of see using it is First. But everything else, this is actually pretty gay in what you just offered. It's pretty retarded. A blind playthrough would be to turn your monitor off, and that's not what most mean. No, dude, don't you understand when people are being facetious or hyperbole or being sarcastic and you know what? I just realized it. You people do not understand what it is. Sarcasm, jokes, hyperbole, other things like that. You can actually see the reaction of people the control left has had when Trump talks. They do not understand hyperbole, sarcasm, jokes, and things like that. Following Twitch announcement, the Spawn would praise their decision, stating he was happy to see Twitch following through on a promise to address and solve issues and concerns and blah blah blah. Pretty gay. Particularly Twitch's best intentions, this inclusive naming change was not well received, particularly by the very demographic it was meant to protect. Precisely. Imagine me when they say, you shouldn't use the word fat, you shouldn't use the word land whale. You will see me rile up against it because I used to be a fucking land whale, an albino land whale stuck on a beach. I couldn't even move properly because I was too fat. I couldn't even wipe my fucking bunghole properly because when you're fat, it gets difficult to bend over and wipe your fucking bunghole. That's how bad it is being fat. See, I'm making a fucking joke about it. Do you see me having an issue with it? No. Alright. Twitter user Adrian Ruin challenged Wayne's claim that the change came as a result of everyone who shared feedback, as they could only find a bunch of PR people saying, this would be more inclusive. And while comparing a totally correct usage of the word to actually derogatory, disrespectful slang. Alright, everyone who shared feedback, okay, but who has actually given feedback on this? All I'm noticing are a bunch of PR people, this will be more inclusive. Yes, inclusive, it's definitely inclusive. When you read the word inclusive, that's exactly how I read in my mind. Inclusive! Pretty gay. And actually derogatory, this is perfect slang. Lacking perception, awareness of this area. I'm a blind streamer who uses Twitch and was not asked for a feedback. I am not offended by blind playthrough, but I am offended that this is giving false narrative to blind, and I think VI means visually impaired people, responded streamer Claire. Once again, we're being overlooked and words are being put in our mouths. Oh, okay. I think. Respond to this on my blind stream. I am not offended, but once again, we are being overlooked and words are being put in mouths. Yeah. My mistake. I'm retarded. See how I mock of my own mistakes? Why can't people do that? Or do like Claire here? Why can't they do that as well? Like them or things like that. Why is it so difficult? Sheena Perez, another visually impaired streamer, echoed the sentiments, sharing that, quote, was never asked for my feedback, nor am I offended at the term blind playthrough, quote, end quote. Let's see what she said. I am tired of people being offended for us, and I'm tired of people putting words in our mouths. Well said on your part. Thank you. Exactly. Look, I have problems in my body due to the issues of being fat. For instance, my knees kind of suffered due to it. My back as well. It got affected by it. I have a weird amount of skin dangling too, say. It's pretty elastic, and I could probably make a purse or a lamp. See, I'm making a joke about my excess skin and my Jewish background and my Jewish ancestry. See? Why can't people make jokes about it? I don't feel offended about things like that, about making these types of jokes. Look, these people here are exactly the people you want in your platform, and you people should have asked. If they don't have a problem with it, then why create a problem? Look, if your people are gonna make a joke about fat people, ask me, or about Latino, Jewish ancestry, or things like that, I'm gonna say, no, I don't have a problem with it. And I'm part of the demographic that these Karens supposedly feel offended for. Let's keep going. If you really wanted to okay, let's read the Twitter instead of actually quoting the article from Cassandra. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm pretty retarded with things like that. Tweet at Twitch ANZ. If you really wanted to advocate for the visually impaired and blind gamers out there, advocate for the accessible games. Make your app program actually accessible instead of dodging the things that actually need to be fixed and congratulating yourselves. Exactly, make it accessible. Don't censor it like they actually did in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because somebody actually got offended because they added one tiny little description to give it a bit more background to a character that pretty much it was common back in those days, that the person was ashamed for being a burn victim. That's it. They actually censored it and took it out. Because somebody who is not a burn victim got offended by it. ADG then called the Twitch to... What's a day? Adjacent? And then... and then it's some typo. Now I get it. Sorry, retarded here, who used to eat crayons as a kid. Actually, I never did, but I like to use that word to describe my retardness. It's an excuse. Anyway, get educated and stop with your performative activism. It makes me sick. Agree, it makes me sick too. In the subsequent tweet, oh, okay, no. ADJ, but it's... I'm confused. Was asking us visually impaired people ever on the cards? Of course not, Twitch. That would mean that you'll have to put actual effort into looking at the demographics that use your platform. Exactly. You people need to... People use Karens as a form of censoring things because you don't want them to go on a rampage. Put forth several changes Twitch could have done to support us visually impaired people. Criticized, okay, what Twitch could have done to support us visually impaired peeps. Added a second audio track for chat, TTS. Text to speech, I think that's what it means. Chat, text, and emote size settings. Bold, high contrast themes. Exactly, you could have done all of those things. No. Let's censor the tag. Let's censor the tag. Thing switch dead. Remove the blind playthrough tag. A girl with 10% of normal acuity. Yeah. The things that the Twitch actually cares. Activists, like I say, activists, they do not care about what you do. They do not care about any of those things. The only thing they care about is their victim bucks that they will get. It's activists are actual villains. They do not do anything that actually matters. They only destroy. The only thing that they do is destroy it for everybody else. It's like this. Instead of doing a protest or doing an actual activism to actually add ramps to a place, they'll instead beg and demand and screech that the stairs get removed so nobody can use the place. That's exactly what they do. I fucking hate these people. In the wake of this backlash, Wayne responded to critics by apologizing. Anyone in the community who felt like I spoke for them or made a decision without their input. Let's see. She clarified that she was not the one responsible for the change and encouraged those who had an issue with the terms removed to reach out through official channels to voice their concerns. Okay, I appreciate the discussion. Blind playthrough tag. I want to make things clear, both as it relates to the tag and my role at Twitch. Though no fault of the community, there's a lack of understanding how decisions are made at Twitch. If anyone in the community felt like I spoke for them, don't care. If you have feedback, I'm here to listen. Dude, you're not there to listen. You don't care. You're a Karen. However, I am one person and often not the right one. I'm happy to pass it along, but if you have feedback, send it to our user voice. Is the absolute best way to ensure it gets to a place where action can be taken. Twitch attempts at inclusive naming was also covered by TrackTribe Enterprise, Vara Dark. She's awesome. Watch and subscribe to her channel, who similarly took issue a hard streaming platform do stupid stuff just to make themselves look more inclusive or just to look like they cared about what their streamers and their community want, yet they don't rely to anything that helps. And if you notice, she also uses glasses. It's the Karens and the people who getting offended by Proxy that are the issue, and it causes the problems with everything we have. Ever and everywhere. Either way, this video is way too long, longer than I intended to, so thank you for watching. You know the drill, don't forget to like, channel, blah blah blah, don't care. If you actually, I do care, but so please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to use the notification bell button if you want more of these shenanigans. So, there's something else I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, now I remember. I'm wishing you well based on the background of my video. Yeah, it's reversed. I'm retarded. Don't judge me. Oh yeah, good night.